What's going on, everyone? Uh, I believe we are live right now for the Online Profit for Dummies Thursday night hangout. We have a hangout every Thursday night, and right now I have a very special guest. Am I choppy at all right now? I don't know. is this is this choppy at all right now, Carlos? Do you notice anything? I don't know. We're good. It's probably just my
No, it
computer.
looks
My
good.
computer's kind of slower. All right, cool. All right. Yeah. So, anyways, I have had so much stuff running on my computer right now that I just want to make sure that it's running smooth. So I'm super excited tonight because I actually came online this time last year, and when I first came online, I was starting to learn a lot of new things, and I kept seeing this guy pop up everywhere. Okay, so I was seeing Carlos all over the internet, and I started off an Instant Payday Network, and Carlos was consistently on the leaderboard over there, right underneath Jeff Buchanan. I'm like, man, what is this guy doing? And I would, you know, especially last year, I would see some of his videos, and he's making $5,000 to $6,000 a month. He's getting almost 80 to 150 leads a day. Can you imagine? He was getting. I saw one of his videos where he was getting almost 100 to 150 leads per day, and it was blew my mind. He had income proof of making $10,000 to $15,000 per month inside of Empower Network, making several $1,000s with My Cash freebies. I know Online Profit for Dummies works with My Cash freebies, our steps 1 and our step 2, and he was just crushing it there. And so this is kind of a guy that I've personally been following myself and looked up to as far as marketing and a lot of the stuff that he's done. Carlos was a former school teacher, and he was teaching, and he liked his job teaching, and but he just wanted more, and he started looking for opportunities online where he finally found uh, Instant Payday Network, and eventually ran into Online Profit for Dummies, and now is promoting Online Profit for Dummies and Empower Network, and that's where a lot of his income is coming from. And he is also does martial arts, I believe, so he's really big into fitness and all that kind of stuff. So, anyways, I kind of wanted to just introduce him, let you guys know that he makes currently anywhere from, I think he told me 8,000 to up to 13 to $15,000 per month online. So I really want to hear what he has to say, and I'm just going to shut up and let Carlos talk. So if you want to go ahead and talk, Carlos, I'm going to mute myself. So
Hey guys, how you doing? It's actually up. My best month has actually been a little bit more than $12,556, something like that, and that's combined income with my cash freebies and Empower Network. Okay,
okay.
guys, I made
Oh, shit.
I've only been doing this business for 15 months. All right, and I've generated over $74,000. Okay, in 15 months, and I'm gonna give to you guys today exactly the principles that I use that help me generate that income. Okay,
Hey,
Ryan.
hey, Carlos.
Yeah,
Yeah, can you want to just share with us, I guess, your story? Like, I'll kind of want to hear like from the beginning, like
absolutely.
when you were a school teacher, and then like when you came online, and then give us all your like nitty gritty nuts and bolts and stuff.
Okay.
Okay,
All right. Well,
so
I was a school teacher for 16 years. And being a school teacher, my mother told me that I was going to be a school teacher, and I denied it for many years, and I became a school teacher. And that's just because I've always been a natural teacher, and I really loved my job. Okay, but what happened is after 2008, I'm in Las Vegas. After 2008, a lot of the funding for the school district comes from housing. So when that whole thing happened with the housing back in 2008, lot of budget cuts in the school district. Um, I hadn't gotten a raise, or my income topped out 4 years before I started actually looking. So, just like a lot of people, I was already fed up because, I was a school teacher, but I was always that guy, man, that I had 3 payday loans out. Okay, 3 payday loans at one time, and also a title loan. Okay, because I wasn't making ends meet on a teacher's salary. Um, for a long time, I ran my own youth outreach program out here in Vegas, and that all came to an end also for the same reason. So I found myself in a situation where I just wasn't making ends meet. My parents, if you guys have been following me, uh, I show my parents a lot in my videos and in my marketing because my parents are older now, and they're disabled. So, you know, I have to send money to them to help them out. And so I got to a point where I couldn't even do that. I live in Las Vegas. I couldn't even take a trip to see my parents, and they're in Los Angeles, and that's only 300 miles away. That's how bad it got. So what actually got me to really make the decision, as Ryan mentioned, I've been in martial arts for many years. I've been doing judo for like 24 years, Brazilian jiu-jitsu. I fought professionally in boxing and mixed martial arts. And my knees actually, I had to go through 3 knee surgeries in 1 year, 3 years ago. And I didn't have any money. I woke up one day, my knees were messed up. I couldn't even get out of bed. They were swollen like cantaloupes, right? And so I knew I needed a change. And during my rehab, uh, I really started thinking about my life because I was 40 years old. For many, many years, what I did is I coached my youth outreach program. I was very active in the community as a teacher and as a martial arts instructor. And all that came to an end. So I walked out one day as I was going to my rehab, and I said, "What now?" I didn't have a plan. I didn't know what I was going. I was 40 years old, and I didn't know what I was going to do with my life. Okay, so that kind of started the process. And then during rehab, I started thinking about ideas, and I started thinking I want to make money online. That's what I want to do. And guys, the point I want to make here is, see, what I was doing is I was trying to go after my dream so I can make money. But now what I'm doing is I'm making money so that I can live my dream forever. Does that make sense? Yeah. Okay, so that's my whole goal now, to be able to make enough money to live the lifestyle that I want, do the things that I love to do, help out my family, and actually, my whole situation has turned around. It started turning around when I got to $5,000 a month. That's when my whole situation turned around, because when I got started with Instant Payday Network, I was unemployed. I wasn't working as a teacher anymore, and 1 month, okay, 1 month away from living in my car. And that's when I found Instant Payday Network. And when I saw it, I knew that it was going to work. I had talked to a different guy that was getting results with it. I said, this is it. So, which brings me to a very important principle. Now, we've all heard it before, I'm sure. When your back is against the wall, you have to make things happen, right? And that's one of the reasons why I was able to be successful in this business, because I was determined, and there was nothing that was going to stop me. Okay, Ryan, do you have anything to say right now, or we're good?
No, yeah, I'm enjoying listening to what you have to
Okay.
say, because I
Okay,
know
great.
that's kind of what I wanted to hear, and
Yeah.
if you want to share kind of what your I know that you started in Instant Payday Network, and kind of when you found Online Profit for Dummies, and kind of like what you how Online Profit for Dummies is working for you, and kind of talk about that, but then talk about some of the specific strategies you're doing right now in your business, and kind of, if you don't mind, how much you're currently making, what you've made the last few months with Online Profit for Dummies and Empower Network, and kind of you got, I guess, your last few months of income. I know that you said that you made $74,000. You made 74,000, so that's
with both
wow.
with both Empower Network and My Cash Freebies together combined. That's in the past 15 months, that's what I've been in the business. That's what I made. Okay. So I'm gonna give you guys all the nuts and bolts today. Okay. The first thing I want to talk about is, okay, we're starting here right now, and the very first thing, okay, that I'm gonna go back to what I just said. My back was against the wall. And we all talk about it. I heard Ryan mention a little bit last night on the Hangout. Your purpose. Okay, this is very important, and you've heard it over and over and over again. And I'm sure some of you have said that, what does my purpose have to do with marketing, or how do I get more leads? I already have my purpose. You see, my real story didn't start 3 years ago. Okay, my real story started when I was a kid. All right, because I believe that everything that I've gone through my entire life. Okay, I've never made this kind of money before. I've always been living my whole life living paycheck to paycheck until now. But I believe that my purpose is to be here, that everything in my life has prepared me to be here at this very moment right now, so that I can help people. Okay, so your purpose is very important, because the days that you want to quit, your purpose is what gets you over the hump. The day you run into a wall, that purpose is the one that says, no, 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 I'm going to make one more video before I go to bed. I'm going to read a little bit more before I go to bed. Okay, so let's start right there. Your purpose is very important. Okay, now my whole goal tonight, first of all, I want to say, Ryan, since we're on this Hangout and it's Online Profit for Dummies, before I continue, I want to say, you know what, you've done an incredible job with this system. Guys, this is an amazing system, okay? Ryan started Instant Payday Network. Both systems are pretty much the same thing, except that, different owners. But it's an amazing system. The training, okay, the training that Ryan has in the back office, I've been around long enough now to know that training is top notch, okay? If you're having a hard time getting, moving forward with this business, it's not the training. The training, believe me, I've seen programs in the past 15 months not even close to what Ryan has in this system. Okay, so Brian, first of all, I want to congratulate you for putting this together, and you know what? It's fantastic. Okay. All right, now.
Thanks, man.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Hey, man, right. I believe that you got to give credit where credit is due. And you know what? The minute I saw it, I said my downline, my people have to have this system, and the only reason is because of the support that you give to people. You do the Hangouts. You always answer to people. That is so important. I mean, you don't have to do that, but you created it, and the platform is fantastic. Okay, now my goal today, guys, is I don't want to, I'm going to get straight to the point. I told Ryan I will tell you guys everything that I do in my business. but it starts with certain principles, okay? Because when you first enter into this business, um, we all come with different ideas as to what is business, how things work, how the world works. But let me tell you, online marketing is a whole different animal. Okay, you got to get rid of ideas that you've learned in the past. Okay, so tonight I'm not going to sugarcoat anything. I'm going to tell you exactly what I do in my business. Okay, the principles the most important thing are the principles that I'm going to tell you tonight. Okay, and then I'm gonna tell you exactly how I work the two systems together. Okay, Instant Payday Network, Online Profit Dummies with Empower Network. Okay, so first thing that you must understand is what do you have right now? Okay, what is in your hand? What you have? Okay. Oh, one thing I forgot. Sorry. If as we know, Instant Payday Network, Online Profit for Dummies is only available USA, Canada, and the UK, right? But if you're watching this hangout and you're not in those countries, don't worry. Okay, the principles I'm going to tell you tonight work the same way with any kind of business. Okay, all right. So the first thing you have to understand is what you have in your hand. Okay, what is this business? Because you don't want to take for granted what you have right now, because I started with no experience, zero, in business or in online marketing. Okay, Ryan started with no experience. These systems bring people in that are getting results that have never done any kind of business. You know, there's a few that have, but many people that come here and are successful with this have never had done any business. Okay, online, which brings me to the to what this is. Okay, what it is, it's a bridge. I like to call it a safe bridge. It's a platform that's connected. If you think of a bridge, okay, Online Profit for Dummies is on one side of the cliff. Empower Network is on the other side of the cliff. Okay, so basically, it's a safe bridge to cross over into Empower Network. Do you need money to do this? Over time, you will, but to get started, you really don't. Okay. I was just telling Ryan, was it yesterday, Ryan? We talked on the phone um, that I'm doing the same free marketing that I did since January. Okay. I've been doing the same thing since January, and it's free marketing, and I'll get to that in a bit. Okay. But I only
January of last year, right? January of
January of last year,
2013.
2012.
Okay.
What I'm actually doing now, I started October 4th, 2012, but what I'm doing now, the formula I'm using is the same thing I've been doing since January. That's when the light bulb went off. But okay, so it's a safe bridge, um, and I like to look at it as Online Profit for Dummies or My Cash Freebies. Right, the money you make there is more fast money, money quick. And Empower Network is slow money. It's money that you get over time and you have to build. Okay? So you can actually start with Online Profit for Dummies, generate income, save 20 to 50% of your profits until it builds up, and get into Empower Network. Okay? Because it's very important that you do that, okay? Because the two systems work together. All right, there's a reason why Online Profit for Dummies is a front end program to Empower Network. Okay, there's a reason. Okay, and I'm going to tell you that a little bit later. Okay, let's go over the principles. All right, the first thing, if you're taking notes, you got to write this down. The first thing you need to know is, does the system work? Okay, number one, does the system turn over? And the answer is yes. Okay? There's proof everywhere. All right? So what you need to do if you've already qualified, or if you wanna start this, you need to forget about everything else that's out there, okay? And you need to focus on Online Profit for Dummies. And the reason is because it works. In other words, if you go to YouTube and type in information about Online Profit for Dummies, there's all kinds of proof all over the internet that people are making money with it. So principle number one, does it convert? Okay, and the question is yes. Now, why is that principle very important in your business? Because you know, okay, you know that it's only a matter of time that you're going to make money. You know this by understanding that, okay? And that's one thing that I understood, especially when I made my first commission, okay? But I understood from the start that this works and it converts, and that's all I needed to know, okay? Next principle, number two, okay? How does it work, right? You come into the business, you think, well, what do I do? How does it work? And basically, what Online Profit for Dummies is what is called the money-making formula online. Okay? You have a capture page, you have a presentation page, and then you have a sales page. Okay? Now, when I started, I didn't really understand what I had in hand. I knew about the money-making formula because for 6 months, from March 2012 to October 2012, I only had a certain amount of money, and I went crazy buying every program I can find because I was determined to make it work. And some of the principles of those programs that I bought into, I'm actually using now, but I couldn't use it at the beginning because I didn't know, right? So that's the money-making formula. Does the system have money-making formula? Yes. Okay. So how do you get results? Well, if we have a money-making formula that works, we know it converts, then how do I get results, right? Well, the first question is, what are results? All right, this is where a lot of people that come into the program and don't know about this business, this is where they have certain expectations, okay? And you have to understand what results are, okay? Results, oh, sorry, this is number 3, right, number 3. What are results? Results does not mean money, okay? Results means emails, all right? The more results you get, the more money will, the key word is snowball over time, okay? Not make over time, snowball over time. And that'll make sense in a bit, okay? So if you know that more results will bring you more money over time, then what I need to do is keep getting results, right? Keep getting results. Email. This business is about capturing the email, okay? So you don't need to do anything else. You don't need to have a website. You don't need to have anything else. The system is automated. It's ready for you. All you need to do is produce results. And the way you do that is through the marketing training. Okay? So that's number 3. What are results? Remember this. Results are emails, not money. Okay? All right, number 4. Number 4. This is kind of connected to number 3, but the question is here, how do you convert people to join? How do you make them join? Because I'm sure some of you have wondered, well, I have a lot of people that have come in through my system and nobody is joining. How do I make them join? Well, the truth is you can't make them join. All right? So if you know you can't make them join, then why are you going to worry about it? What should we worry about? Getting more results. Because the numbers are in your favor. See? We know that out of certain amount of people that come into the system, a percentage, we're going to say 1%. We'll say 1%. A percentage of people are going to join. We know that. So if we want more people to join, then we need more results. Now, that's not set in stone. Okay, there could be a period, a month, where something happens and you have more than 1% join. You might have up to 5, 6, 7% join. You don't know that. I've had months where with this system where, well, I'm not going to say Online Profit for Dummies, right, Ryan, because I just got into it like, 2 months ago or something like that. But the system where I just started getting leads. Honestly, I don't even know where they came from, but the leads were coming in. Just like Ryan said, my highest lead day was actually like 138. Okay, at one time. I was getting anywhere from 80 to 138. Where were they coming from? From my marketing. Okay, but I can't tell you exactly how it was done because you don't control what people do. Okay? So there's something very important here on number 4 called the decision-making process. Okay? In the decision-making process, that means that a person needs to decide or needs time to decide whether they're going to join or not. From what I know, the stats say they need to look at what you're doing 5 to 7 times before they even decide. Okay, not before they join, before they decide to do it. Okay, but if a person does not decide, it doesn't mean they're not going to join. Okay, they may not decide today, but as long as they're in your sales funnel, they might join 6 months later. You don't know that. Okay, so what happens is that once they come into your sales funnel, as long as they don't unsubscribe, the person is always in the decision-making process. Okay, so see, people are busy, right? Some of you have children, some of you have jobs, some of you have things to do. Others come in and they say, well, this is not real, and they go try, every other program that's out there, and then they come back and say, I've been following you, I'm going to join you. So, sometimes the emails get lost or people forget. But as long as they're on your list, they're in the decision-making process. So it kind of goes in hands with, actually it goes in hand with with number 5, but I'll get there right now. Hold on. So it's kind of like, just real quick so I can move on to number 5. It's kind of like when you go buy tomatoes at the grocery store, or when you go buy clothes, or if you go buy a car, whether it's new or old, right? You don't buy the first thing you see, right? I know I do. I know when even if the tomatoes are in a little cart or a little plastic, little plastic box, whatever, I still grab the box and turn it over and see if, to my liking. Strawberries, who's ever bought strawberries, right? You got to look at, see if they're good strawberries. So that's a decision-making process, okay? People, the decision-making process. Actually, put this one as number 5, sorry. Number 5. Number 4, decision-making process. Number 5, the only people who will join, okay, are the ones that are ready to join now, okay? When I first got started, I was ready. I was ready to join, and when I said, when I find that one system, I'm going to go 100 miles an hour, I was ready to do it. And I'm gonna tell you a story that I've told other people before. It's on my video. Um, I like to ride my bicycle. I've been riding bikes since I was a kid. Um, and actually no, I thought I loaned my bike to a friend. I guess I did, and actually I gave it to a friend who moved to Utah because he needed a bike to get around. So I ended up without a bike. I went on Craigslist to shop around. I like to ride 20 miles a day sometimes, and I found this bike that was beautiful. I mean, it was an Italian race bike, like the one they use in the Tour de France. So I called the guy up. I said, "Hey, I want your bike." It was only $200. To me, it was. I looked at it, looked at prices. I said, "Man, this is like a $1,000 bike, right?" Well, immediately in an hour, I was at the guy's house. He brought the bike out. He was about to explain just little problems that the bike had. I didn't even listen to him. I said, "Thanks, dude. Here's the $200. I took the bike." And when I got home, after all the excitement was over, I looked at the bike and I saw all kinds of problems with it. I was like, "Man, I just paid this guy $200, but when I saw the bike, it was beautiful." Well, I was ready to buy. I really wanted to buy it. See, um, so the only people who will join are the ones who are ready to join now. Okay. Can you influence them to join? Yeah, and I'll go over that in a bit. Okay. Now, the next one is very important, extremely important. Let's talk about leads. Okay. Leads are very important because leads are the lifeblood of the business. You're gonna hear, if you're in Power Network, you're gonna hear David Wood talk about it. You're gonna talk, everybody talk about it. Leads are the lifeblood of the business. Okay. And the reason is because you're going to have people who unsubscribe. Okay. So you always want to be getting leads. It doesn't matter if it's 1 lead a day. It doesn't matter. Get 1 lead a day. Get 2 leads a day. Get 3 leads a day. Okay. When I was getting 3 leads a day, I was on cloud 9. This thing was working. I'm going to make money. Okay. At one point, I had about over 250 leads and I didn't make a penny, but I knew decision-making process. Okay. I knew that the system worked, so I knew it was just a matter of time. Okay. And another thing I knew is that if I can make $25, then I was rich. Okay. Because I knew that if I can make $25, I can make 50. And if I can make 50, I can make 100. And if I can make 100, I can make 1,000. If I can make 1,000, I can make 10,000 in 1 month. See? So understand that you have the power, okay? And you control your leads. Nobody else does. So leads are the lifeblood of the business. You always want to be getting leads. All right? Okay, what are we on? Number 7? Number 7 or number 6? Number 7, right? So that was number 6. Okay, number 7. Let's talk about marketing. Okay. Michelangelo Lopez from Empower Network has, when I understood this, I started getting more sales from Empower Network. All right. Michelangelo Lopez has a little story about the hot dog stand salesman. The guy who's in the arena in the stadiums at baseball games, football games, selling popcorn and hot dogs, right? Those guys are all independent contractors. And what he says is this guy has to sell inside the stadium to make money, right? Because imagine if he was outside trying to sell to the people that were outside of the stadium or outside the arena. He wouldn't make any money. Just like that example, 90% of your marketing, okay? If it's 80%, 80%, sometimes they go by 80-20 rule. So we'll say 80 to 90. 80 to 90% of your marketing has to be done to the people that are already in your arena. What's your arena? Your email list. Okay? So you have to market to the people that you already have. See, because those people that came into your sales funnel, you better believe they're on somebody else's sales funnel and they're getting emails from other people. See, a lot of think about you when you started, how many email lists you were on. I know I was on a lot of them. Okay, so very important. Do your marketing. Do some marketing to people that are in your arena already. Okay, you always get new leads, right? New leads are lifeblood of the business, but you market a lot to the people that are already on your list. Okay, so how do you do it? How do you market to them? Here's my next principle, number 8, I believe. You have to become the solution provider. Okay? Of what? Okay? Of the person who can resonate with you. Okay? Because you can't please everybody. You know, you might get a couple of ugly emails or comments on your videos. Who cares? Don't even pay attention to them. You're looking to those people that actually resonate with you, because you will build a following. Whether you think you don't have a following, trust me, there's people following you. Okay? I don't care if you have 300 people on your mailing list or 10 people on your mailing list. I guarantee at least 10 people, at least one person is following you. Okay? So what you have to do is you have to stand out as the solution provider to their problem. Okay? You have to raise your value. That's how you raise your value. Okay, you provide these solutions, so you have to find a way to do that. Okay? And I'll mention a little bit about that when I give you the actual. Right now what I'm doing is I'm giving you the principles that I go by every day, that I use in my business every single day. Okay? And I've done them over and over already. They're ingrained in me. And when something doesn't fit into these principles, then there's a problem. All right? Okay. So if I forgot the book. Anyways, this quote: "Today I will raise my value 100-fold." Every day when you get up in the morning, you have to tell yourself, today I'm going to raise my value. You have to do it. How am I going to raise my value as a person? Okay? Because that's what makes people follow you, resonate with you. Okay? Is not just what value you're giving to the market. That's what you hear all the time. But what value are you giving people? See, I learned this as a coach, as a teacher. All right, you know, because being a professional educator, being in, you know, I've been in organized sports since I was 6 years old. Okay, but I've also been a coach. I was a coach before I became a teacher. And see, when you're coaching, especially, and you're teaching, not everybody is the same, right? I can't just teach a lesson that's going to, you know, help these kids or these people and not help these. Okay, so you have to raise your value, okay, and give somebody a purpose, a reason why they want to join you. Okay, so be the solution provider. All right, huh? Are you good? Okay.
No, I was just saying.
Yeah.
Go ahead. No, go ahead. No, yeah.
Go ahead. Good. All right. Number.
No, go ahead. Yeah.
What are we? Number 8 or number 9? Number 9 or 8, whatever is next. Okay, write this down. Sustained effort. Sustained effort. Okay, guys. Very important, sustained effort, meaning that you have to protect, you have to respect your business as a business. You can't just do a little marketing one day and then leave it for a month. Even if it's a little bit of effort. And Ryan, that's why I liked your story last night about what was it about the three guys, the three friends, right? That story was really good. And sustained effort, guys. Even if you're marketing on Sunday and you can't market any other day, market every Sunday. Okay? Sustained effort. And then try to get better maybe 2 days out of the week, 3 days out of the week. Okay? But it's that sustained effort that makes the whole difference in your business. Okay? You always have to keep doing what they call your income producing activities. All right, and I'll show you some. I'll show you what I do today too. Um, okay, so always stay on top of what you need to do. Don't brush it off. Okay, all these other guys, even myself right now, even though I'm doing well in this business, I'm still not out of the woods. Okay, actually, uh, I was just telling Ryan, this is actually February is my worst month, my worst month since I started. but I really don't know. But I did start exploring with other things, and I stopped doing a little bit of marketing. So you always have to keep doing your work, okay? And then the last thing here I want to talk about, okay, the last principle, number 10, I think. So I'm giving you 10 principles, right? Is the mental aspect. Okay. Um, if you go into this with doubt, you lost. You already lost. If you have 1 ounce of doubt that what if this doesn't work, you already lost. Okay. When I used to compete and when I used to coach kids and adults, see, I've coached athletes at all levels of competition. And I've actually taught at all levels of education. I taught elementary school, middle school, high school, and at the university. Okay. At the university, mostly in judo, martial arts, and self-defense. Okay. But one thing about competition is that you have to go in there to win. And it's the same thing in life. It's the same thing in any endeavor that you take on in life. Okay? So don't tell yourself that winning isn't everything. Okay? Sometimes we have to say that because we lose, sometimes we lose. But when it comes to your dreams, winning is everything. You have to go after it. And one of my students asked me one day, see, because I compete in judo, I've 2003 I won the national championship in 2 divisions. 2001 I went to the World Master Judo Championships, ended up in 4th place out of 36 countries. I've competed at the Pan American Jiu-Jitsu Championships and got second place twice. So I kind of fell short on some of those. Okay. Okay, well, sports, I've done very good in sports and martial arts. And submission wrestling, boxing, if you look at my trajectory, I've won in everything. Or I have a winning record in every single martial art that I've done. Why is that? And one of my students asked me one day, Coach, how do you do it? You win and, you're old. First of all, I was older. I was like 37, 38 when I was competing in everything. About 30, 35 and forward, 35 to 38. Says, how do you do it? And I said, I always expect to win. I always expect to win. And that's what you need to do with this business. Okay, the mental aspect is get in there and win. Losing is not an option, okay, because we know it works. We know that it has the money-making formula. We know that results are leads and we'll have to get more leads. We know that there's a decision-making process. We know, everything I just talked to you about. So what's left? The mental. It's proven to work. The mind. And there's something called the reticular activation system. And I've heard David Wood talk about it, but I actually heard it before David Wood by internet marketer named Jonathan Budd. And basically, what happens is when an obstacle comes your way and it's difficult, your mind starts searching for reasons to give up. Last night they mentioned, I think a couple said online that they're too tired when they get home to do what they need to do. See, it's not that they're too tired. We're all tired. We're all exhausted. It's that the mind is convincing them that they're too tired. See? So if you run into an obstacle, the first thing you want to do is quit. Think about when exercising was too hard, or a game with your friends was too hard, or whatever you did was too hard, and really there was nothing at stake, right? There's no money, no trophy, whatever, and you're like, I just quit, I give up, right? See, you could have kept going, but your mind told you it's time to stop. See? So
I love that,
knowing
man. I
that,
love that point that you're saying.
yeah. Go ahead, right?
No, I just wanted to say that what you're saying is perfect right now because now that you brought up that exact point, because hold on a second. Hey, Carl, for a second, can you mute your side for just 2 seconds?
Sure,
And
sorry.
we'll just go back and forth and kind of mute each other's. Yeah. I got my. Sometimes I have my dog bark in the background, so I kind of like mute myself too. But what you were saying with your brain, I wanted to just say that I was listening on a CD. I was listening to the same exact thing because I listened to Success Audio, and Darren Hardy was talking about the Razz filter in your brain, and it's the Razz filter basically works like whatever it is that you are trying to focus on or whatever it is that you want to see, your brain will pick that out. Like for instance, I guess Darren Hardy was going to go, he wanted to buy a specific red sports car. He wanted to buy a car that he's never really bought before. It was a little bit different car. And it seemed like once he made a decision in his brain to buy that car, he saw that car everywhere. I mean, he saw that exact car everywhere because in his brain he wanted that car so bad that he's like, it seems like everybody's got the same exact freaking car. You know what I mean? Because his brain, if he sees, even if it not might, maybe he wants a red Ferrari. If he sees a red Chevette, he thinks it's a red Ferrari. It's just his brain shoots to that, whatever that is. So it's the Razz filter. If you're having a hard time online or whatever it is that you're doing, it's because you keep telling your brain internet marketing is hard. If you keep saying internet marketing so hard, I'm never going to make money. I'm still doing this Ryan thing. I'm marketing every day, but it's just so hard. And it's because you're telling your brain that, so it's going to see it as it's hard. I like to go to the gym, and if Carlos, if he's doing jiu-jitsu, and if he thinks, man, this fight's going to be really hard, I don't know. Oh man, I mean, he's most likely going to lose. So I don't know. I just wanted to point that out. It's called your Razz filter. If you guys want to research that. So.
Yeah, that's a good story, Ryan, and that's exactly how it works. Um, you will see what you want to see. So I'm going to give you a quote on number 10. Okay, and it's a quote that got me through hard times my entire life, and I apply it now. Especially when you have, when you're young, especially you have a lot of goals, right? You're 22 years old. I know you have a lot of goals in life, right? By the way, guys, since I'm making this point, if you're old, remember, it's never too late to have a new dream. Okay? But this quote, very important. Obstacles are what you see when you take your eyes off the goal. Okay? If you need to focus. All right? You can write this as 11 if you want, but the key word here is focus. Your undivided attention in this business. Don't go out and look at other programs. You're here. Okay, this is a little gold mine. Okay, you're gonna make money, But one thing you have to understand is that this is a business, okay? And I don't mean like it's a taco shop or whatever. What I'm trying to say is that this is not a push button software, okay? This is not a program where you see a fancy video and you get all excited, you buy the program and they upsell you and make a lot of money, and then the program is not complete. Those are programs. Those are not systems. Actual with my cash freebies. Those of you guys that have gone through my cash freebies, oh, they ask me for my credit card, or guys, my cash freebies is a very, very reputable company. They've been online, I think it's like 10 years on the internet. They don't tolerate fraud, okay? But my cash freebies is a real company, okay? It's not some company that's trying to steal your money. It's a real company, and that's why they pay us. That's why they're able to pay us, because it's real, okay? So this is a real business, and you're dealing with real companies, and people like Ryan, myself, and other people, we're serious about business. We're serious about here helping people and making money, okay? Now, the last point before I actually I'm going to give you exactly how I do it in the next couple of minutes, but just one more point I want to make. And I really hope you're writing this down, because what I'm telling you right now is what made the most important, I mean, what made the difference in my business. When I understood all these principles, I didn't lose sleep. I sleep 8 hours a day. I didn't worry about customers not buying. I didn't worry about how many views my video got. I didn't worry about all those things that most people worry about. They come into the business. When I understood this principle, okay, I knew it was inevitable. I knew that I was going to make a lot of money, and I know I'm going to make more money. You always got to keep brushing up on your skills, okay? You always have to be getting better at the business, all right? Desire. This is all you need. To be successful in this business, all you need is desire. Okay, I don't know the exact quote that Mahatma Gandhi said, but it's something like, even if you have a dream and you go after your goals, even if you don't know how to do it at the beginning, if you just go after it, over time you will develop the know-how. Over time you will develop the skills. Okay? I didn't have the skills. I still have a lot of skills to learn. I've been only in this 15 months. Okay? I have a lot to learn. But I know it's inevitable. I know that I'm going to learn more. Ryan knows that he's going to keep learning more. Everybody who's having success knows that it's only a matter of time. So why desire? Because desire is the only common factor, guys. And I'm not just saying this in business. In anything that you do in life, the secret is desire. If you have it, then nothing will stop you. You have to have a burning passion, a burning desire to get it done. Like they say, if aim for the stars, you might hit the moon. Okay, so if you really want to change your life, it's possible with this system. Okay, it happened to me. It's happened to Ryan. It happened to a lot of people already that I know. Okay, so just remember, if you didn't understand anything that I said tonight, just remember desire. Okay, that's all you need to know. Really. Cool. Because the system works. Okay. Ryan, before I end, I wanna give people the formula since they stayed this long. Okay.
Yeah.
Here's my formula, guys.
That's what I was saying.
Here's I know.
Within 5 minutes.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, sorry. No.
Yeah. We're good. Okay. All right. Here's the formula, guys. All right. This is, since you stayed this long, I'm gonna give you exactly what I do and how I do it. It's so simple, really. And I've told people to do this, and some people don't. I don't know why. But unsugarcoat it, what I do I build my list of leads with, if you're an Online Profit for Dummies or an IPDM, whatever, this is what I do. I build my list of leads with Online Profit for Dummies or IPDN. But now lately I've been using more Online Profit for Dummies now. But I build my list of leads with that. Why? Because it doesn't matter how you build your list. You don't have to build your list with Empower Network. All you need to do is build a list. Okay? And then the second part, this is my formula. Build your list with Online Profit for Dummies, and then share information from Empower Network with your leads. Do not sales pitch. Do not try to be a salesman. Just invite them to hangouts. Invite them to special events. Post, send them something about your family, maybe a birthday party. You know, maybe something's going on your birthday. And see, because, and I'll tell you why personal stuff, because people want to know you're real. See, they're fed up of all the fake stuff that's out there. So if you're on Facebook, anywhere, wherever you share your social networks, whatever, you know, it's not just about telling them about business or telling them, you know, free program, buy now, it will change your life. It's better if you say, I'm at the park, you know, I'm at the park here with my family and, you know, pushing my daughter on the swing, and I just feel so great because this business is amazing. That's it. See? People wanting to know that you're a real person and you're trying, and that's it. Build your list of leads, share information. What information? Hangouts. Okay. Whatever, personal stuff, live events, anything like that. If you just stick to that plan over time, remember the bridge I talked about earlier today? Over time, people will bridge over. And so this last part is this. Get involved in Empower Network. Whoever sends you to this hangout, if you're on Online Profit for Dummies, get in Empower Network. If you're in IPD and get Empower Network. If you're not in either, get in Online Profit for Dummies, get Empower Network, because the secret to Empower Network is building a downline. And if somebody comes through your system and you're not in Empower Network, guess what? Some people come in and then go straight to Empower Network. You're going to miss that person. And your secret to making money with Empower Network is to start building a downline now. Even if you get one person a month, 2 people a month, it's going to build over time. That's my formula. Okay? And that's it, Ryan. I hope that makes sense. I don't know, man. I talked a lot today, but
perfect. That's great. I wasn't even doing some of that stuff. You're talking about being super personable and stuff. That's,
yeah.
I mean, I try to be personable, but you're talking about invite them to your birthday. Hey, my mom's got this going on, and you know. So.
Hey, today's my birthday, man. Today's my birthday. I've been out all day. Today, remember I told you today's my birthday. I'm 44 years old, and you know, don't kid yourself. I'm not an old man yet, all right? But
no, you're not.
I've been out since 7:30. We had a picnic brunch up in the mountains, Mount Charleston. We ended up going actually go-karting. What is it? Indoor karting. And then cool. we ended up at the tower up in at the Paris Hotel and Casino up at the Eiffel Tower out here. And you know, right now we're gonna go out to dinner in a bit. So, and I posted that on Facebook. See, so yes, you know, don't be afraid to show people you're real. And I don't mean about talking about your bad situation. Post some good stuff, things that are happening good in your life. Let them know that you're a real person and that you're here to help them. Okay, raise your value, and you know, if you can do that, then people will join you as long as you show it's you.
So you're saying there's really no secret other than just building one email list and then just marketing to that email list,
Yeah.
and letting them know that you're just a real person to that one email list, and then promoting Empower Network.
Promoting Empower Network, yeah, and that's it. Just build one list. That's all you need, because in that list you're gonna have people that don't care, people that are going to hate you, but you're gonna have a lot of people that are gonna love you, and it doesn't matter if it's a listed Empower Network, instant payment network. You got people that are gonna love you, people that are not gonna like you in either list. It doesn't matter. And not everybody is going to join you, but know that the percentage is in your favor. The only thing that you need to do is find one method that brings in leads. Okay? I use video. Maybe, I don't know, maybe Ryan, I can do a tutorial that you can put in the back office, whatever, as to how I make my videos. Okay? But just find one method. If leads are coming in, if you're getting 3 leads, guys, it's money. All you gotta do is duplicate it. Okay? Once that happens, sooner or later somebody's gonna sign up, and sooner or later somebody's going to join Empower Network. It's inevitable. But the problem is that when people don't see that they're making money fast, they want to quit, or again, the reticular activation system, you start thinking this doesn't work.
Mm-hmm. So what about the people, for instance, that really quickly, some people that are flat broke, they don't have any money, and they don't want to get an Empower Network right now. Like, what do you say, for maybe how much money? Let's just say, how much money do you make, or how, the potential that you would like to tell somebody that's brand new that wants to make money with My Cash freebies. I guess what on your end, potentially how much can a newbie make with My Cash freebies in the next 30 to 90 days, and something that you can basically. How would you explain? Let's put it this way. Let me back up. How would you explain Online Profit for Dummies and My Cash freebies in maybe 30 or in 60 or 100 or 60 seconds or 2 minutes? Explain what that is and how a new person can take advantage of My Cash freebies, or what they need to do to make money. I think you're muted there. Yeah, there you go.
Okay, basically it's a Online Profit for Dummies. Your system is a fantastic system. What it is, it's a system that has eliminated all the technical aspects of this business. It's already done for you. Okay. Not only that, when you sign up for it, it's personalized to you, and all what I talked about earlier, the money-making formula, is done for you. There's only one possible investment, and that's My Cash freebies, because My Cash freebies, you have free offers and you have paid offers. When I started, I couldn't qualify for the free offer, so my initial investment was $28, and I've literally built my business with free advertising, mostly videos on YouTube. Okay, and understand that the system with that Empower Network is not an upsell. Okay, Online Profit for Dummies is a system that's designed to take the person with no knowledge whatsoever in internet marketing and help them improve their financial situation to the point where they can live their dream lifestyle. That's what it is. Okay, the two systems work together. So if you're in Online Profit for Dummies, don't say you're not going to join Empower Network. Make it your goal to join Empower Network, because that's where you make the huge commissions. That's where you make one. I had, last month I didn't make my $3,000 commissions, but a few days ago I had my first $3,000 commissions. Okay, this person came in last month. He upgraded up to the $500 $1,000 commissions for about a couple of weeks. He didn't do anything. Then he upgraded $3,000 commissions. Guys, it makes all the difference in the world. When you can make a $3,000 commission off of one person, it makes all the difference in the world. Trust me. Okay? So it's a bridge. The two systems work together. And to answer that person with no money to get into Empower Network, it's easy. You know, I'm not going to say it's easy in the sense that it's going to happen fast, but it's simple. This is what you do. Start generating leads. Believe in the system. Once you make your first commission, then you know that it works. Start, if you have Sundays and Saturdays only, then work hard Sundays and Saturdays. Okay, if you open up a restaurant, you're not just going to leave it there and hope that people show up. You got to do your marketing. Okay? Once you start generating income, this is the way I did it. When you transfer money to PayPal, okay, calculate it. 20 to 50% of your income that you create. If you're going to use that money, calculate 50% or 20%, leave it in your PayPal, and then if you want to cash out the rest to your bank account, take it to your bank account. In a few days, those 20 to 50% are going to add up to $25, to $100. You're going to be able to upgrade, or $150, you're going to be able to upgrade to the Inner Circle and the basic blogging platform. Okay? Once you start making that kind of income, there's no reason why you shouldn't be able to pay for that system, because once you get that far with Online Profit for Dummies, guys, it doesn't get worse. It gets better. So you're going to have that money. Keep saving 20 to 50% of your profits. When you're able to, the first thing is to establish the monthly payment from Online Profit for Dummies. Make sure you have that money in your PayPal every month so that you can pay for the $150, and that way you don't miss any signups that come through. Once you start making more money, save $500. When you have the $500, forget everything else. Buy the Costa Rica. Do the same thing. Save your money, 20 to 50%. If you want to save 100. That's even better. Once you have $1,000, buy the 15K formula, $1,000 product, because those products are one-time payments, guys. It's not like reoccurring, and the training that's in there is impeccable. You are going to learn so much. Empower Network is online school of internet marketing. They don't teach this in colleges, man. You got the best marketers in the world giving you training. There's nothing like it out there. So you just keep saving your money, and when you add it, buy it. The first thing you need to do is position yourself to make the higher commissions. If you don't position yourself to make the higher commissions, then you're always going to be making 1,000, 800, 2,000, and it's not going to get better. You have to position yourself to get those big commissions, all right, guys?
Yes.
Yeah.
Where did you learn to do your? I'm getting a question. Where did you learn to do your videos? That's a question that I was getting from Wade Baskin. I think you muted. Yeah. You're muted, I think. Yeah.
I
Okay,
keep forgetting I'm muted here.
Yeah, you're good.
Guys, I'm not Google Plus savvy yet, but I'm getting.
Yeah.
Okay. So all right, my videos is a whole. It's a whole. I was talking to Ryan about this the other day on the phone, and my video is a whole different lesson, really, because I didn't just come up with the video. There are certain principles in my video, in my commercial, that are proven to work, that I got from other people that are good in video marketing. Plus, I added a little touch of myself. And here, I want to show you guys something. Okay. All right, I'm back. So my videos have certain principles in there, and when I first started doing them, a lot of people were like, "Oh, that's not gonna work," and they didn't believe it worked. But there's a concept behind it. What I've done is I've created a commercial. Okay, and if you look at Ford or some of these other companies on television, they don't have 30 different commercials. They have one, two, or three commercials, and they blast them all over the internet, right? And that's what I did. But there's a whole. I mean, I have time. They're not here for me yet. If you want me to explain it, I can explain it, Ryan. Simple, but I don't know how much time you guys have. But basically, it's a commercial. What I will tell you is this. You're gonna laugh. You ready? That video that you guys see of me, it's kind of orangey. Look, check me. How do I switch my screen, Ryan? Can you guys see me? Are people seeing me?
Yeah, yeah, I can see that. Yeah,
You see
we
this
can see your
BlackBerry,
phone.
guys?
Yep.
You see this BlackBerry with a broken screen? Well, could people see this, Ryan? Has tape on it.
Uh, yes, I believe so.
Did you put me on? Did you put me on the screen? See how it's broken? I can't really tell if people can see it, but it has
Yeah,
tape
no,
on
you can
it.
see
If
it.
you take it out, I actually keep it for. I actually keep it for sentimental values because this is all I had when I started, guys. I didn't even have a good computer. This is how I made that video. Okay, it took me it took me. I didn't just make it at the start. It took me. I had to do reviews. I had just like everybody else does reviews and different type of marketing until I got the ideas and the concepts. Some of the concepts I had learned before, but it took me about 2 months to really get to the point where I can design that video to where it can give me a lot of leads. What I will tell you is that I learned that the worst videos convert the most. That's what I learned. So if you're out there worried about, my video is not perfect and all that, guys, don't worry about it because there's people out there that even though when they see their video, they're gonna like you. There's more people out there that are gonna like your video than people that are not gonna like your video. And just understand that the worst videos convert the best. I learned this from another person too, and that's why when I did it, this is all I had. I said, this is my marketing tool right here. If that's true, then I'm going to test it out. Okay, so it's a commercial, and maybe I don't know. Maybe we can do another hangout where I actually show people. It's not going to be as long as this one, but where I actually show people how I actually structure my outline of my video, exactly how it's done, and then they
That'd
can.
be awesome.
The most important thing I'll tell you about videos, guys, is that I want to make this point before it's over here. The most important thing out of everything that I said here, because we all started without any knowledge. Like I said, I was 1 month away from living in my car. Um, is you have to maintain uh, integrity. You have to be honest, okay? And that comes from making your videos. Don't go there's ethics. See, there's ethics that people don't know when they first get into the business, and one of them is don't go out and copy other people's materials without permission. If you do, you give them credit for it, okay? And that's also there's a reason for that, because the industry does not thrive on copying. The industry thrives on originality. There's people out there in internet land wanting to see you. They want to know who you are. They want to know who is this person. There's different Ryan Maynards out there, Carlos Fletes. There's different, Kevin Ferguson's out there. There's so many people out there that want to know who you are. The best thing to do from the beginning is be yourself. Be honest and be yourself. And over time, those people that resonate with you are going to stick to you to the end. Okay, but you also got to help them. You got to help them. You can't leave people hanging. You got to help them. Okay, but be honest and be yourself.
Yep, exactly. That's what it is. Is people are gonna follow. People are gonna follow your story. They're gonna follow.
Yeah.
You know, me personally, they're gonna follow Carlos. And you just want to connect with people, know that you're a real person. I mean, who did I talk to? Someone said, oh, I was talking to a guy earlier, and he said something about he was kind of getting frustrated, and he said, that doesn't make any sense. I don't even know what I'm trying to say. But basically all I'm trying to say is that don't copy other people and take their videos or copy their content and use it for you, because just because I have something that's super successful that's working, or Carlos that's doing that super successful, if you copy it verbatim or if you copy it exactly, doesn't mean it's going to work for you. It might actually hurt you because it's not you. So I know it's your birthday, man, and you got to get going. You're getting ready to go out to dinner, so we can go ahead and kind of cut this off. And
hey, Ryan, before we leave, guys, I'm gonna tell you. Here's your plan. I'm gonna give you a homework. Okay, this is your homework.
Perfect.
1 video per day, Monday through Friday, or 5 videos on the weekend, okay, but upload them 1 on Monday, 1 on Tuesday, 1 on Wednesday, 1 on Thursday, 1 on Friday. What kind of videos? Okay, just share information that's interesting, either about you, about a concept. Maybe you read a quote and you just want to say something to people, and they don't have to be long, okay? 50% of the people that land on their video will leave after a minute to a minute and a half. So make it a minute and a half or less. Okay, and that's your homework. Just do 5 videos, 1 every day. At the end of the month, you're going to have, 20 videos. End of 2 months, you're going to have 40 videos. End of 3 months, you're going to have, 60 videos. And what's going to happen is that you're going to get very comfortable in front of the camera. You're going to start getting, as you do more, you're going to get more ideas. Your creative mind is going to take over, and you're going to just start coming up with ideas. You're going to start looking, even if you don't want to, you're going to see something that's interesting. You're going to say, well, whoa, that's good. So that's your homework. 5 videos a day or 5 videos on the weekend of something interesting. If you do that, and then at the end of the video you say, by the way, check out my business, click on the link below the video, trust me, you're going to get traffic. Okay, because we're all interested in, people are nosy, right? We all want to know what everybody else is doing. Okay, so there you go. Hey, Ryan, thank you very much for having me on the Hangout, man. This was awesome, and the truth is I can talk about this forever, just like last time we talked like for an hour or so. And but like I said, you're doing great things, guys. If you're not in Online Profit for Dummies, get signed up. If you're not in the region for Online Profit for Dummies, get an Empower Network at the basic level. You don't need to start at the higher at the other products, and just follow the same plan that I gave you today. It works the same. Okay, guys, it's an awesome system. Ryan's doing a great thing, and you're not.
You're muted. Oh.
Sorry. Can you hear me?
Yeah, you're good.
Oh, sorry, man. Keep forgetting.
You're fine.
I was saying, guys, if you're not in Online Profit for Dummies yet, get in. Okay, this is not a sales pitch. Okay, really, I'm already doing well with it. We're already doing well with it. What I'm telling you is that, this has changed a lot of people's lives. It can change your life to the point where you can quit your job. I haven't worked in almost 2 years, guys. I haven't had a job in 2 years. And I started with zero knowledge, okay? Zero knowledge, okay? I've been in this 15 months, but, I actually stopped working almost 2 years ago. And it works. If you're not in the region for Online Profit for Dummies, then whoever sent you here, sign up for Empower Network with them. You don't have to be at the higher levels. You can start at the basic level and just follow the plan. Build your list, share information, but you're not going to get support and training at the basic level, okay? Like you're going to find with Ryan. Okay, guys? So, get started.
Cool.
Ryan, thank you, man.
All right, brother.
Appreciate it. I'm gonna go.
Hey, I appreciate.
We're gonna go have some dinner, man. Gonna go out to
All
the
right,
outback.
man. Happy birthday.
Thank
Happy birthday, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, awesome.
All right, cool. All right, see you, everybody. Thanks, Carlos.
Peace.
See you. All right, see ya.
How do I stop this?